Welcome back to the floor of the CME Group here in Chicago. I'm Killer. Monday, October 3rd. Let's get into the zone, folks, the CMZ zone. So here we are. We're seeing Operation Twist, which we talked about on the CMZ last April. There's a rumor that a big bearded guy with the badge BEN was walking into the Treasury pit in the other room with a big stack of cards, all on the blue side, which would be the buy side. So yes, Ben Bernanke and team are actually initiating the first buying today of that Operation Twist. We're seeing a big move out on the curve. You know, the 10 years up about 18, 19 ticks. The 30 years over a full point, and we're seeing that Ultra Bond really move. So we're seeing that happen this morning. We'll be reported to shortly exactly what they bought, but nonetheless, it's all happening. We're seeing a big move down overnight in the equities, and it's all looking at Europe. This Dexia situation. Dexia, the big municipal lender back in 2008, which needed a bailout, is having some potential funding and some liquidity issues. And obviously, the S&P and Moody's, they're putting a little warning on that. So we're seeing that. They took that haircut down. They're trying to get past that so they can't get this funding. I think this is very important, folks. We're seeing Dexia, kind of the leader here, of taking that write-down of that Greek debt. And Greece can't really fulfill their commitment like they have, so they're trying to find more places to cut. I saw last night they were talking about 30,000 more jobs being cut over in Greece. And speaking of jobs, President Obama's on right now talking and urging Congress to actually get his job situation, his job proposal signed. So we'll see if that comes to fruition, but we cannot get out of the situation without jobs and growth, folks. That's the bottom line. Yes, we look to Europe right now for a lot of leadership in the market. We're seeing the euro currency down at 132 handle. We haven't seen that moving, at the beginning of the year. So we're really seeing all this happen. I was on CNBC last Friday talking about this 1102 in the S&P level. That's an imperative level. We're going to come down there and test it. I think it's going to happen this week. At the same time, they're going to try and grab that old low in the yield of 1.67 in the 10-year. I'm beating a dead horse, but I think it's going to happen. We need to work through all this stuff now. I'm pretty optimistic once we get past this, but this continued lack of clarity out of Europe is killing this market, and the market is not going to stand for it anymore. They're going to make Merkel make a decision over there. But we're going to see this happen this week. Thursday, Trichet is his last month over there. He's stepping down. And we got Draghi coming in, former MIT scholar, but he's going to come in. He's more of an academic, so we could see some bolder monetary policy versus Trichet, who's more involved, and obviously Trichet dragged his feet. So I don't think we're going to see the rate cut. It's a wild proposal this Thursday of a rate cut, needed, but they're really Trichet's policy has always been about inflation. There's hyperinflation, so we're not going to see that. However, there's some movement in the euro currency indicating that it's not off the table 100%. So a lot of moving parts this week, folks. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to see this S&P continue to be an emotional trade. The treasuries, the insatiable thirst, which I'm talking about. I should write a book called Insatiable Thirst, for crying out loud, because they keep on grabbing these treasuries. We're going to see that continue. I think it's not over. So stay on board, be nimble, be quick, and one other thing you cannot forget today is to be the hammer, not the nail.